just drifting oh, drifting away. Drifting away.
Good.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone. We're doing a little flying tonight. I'm Mr. Moondog. We have Zig flying with us tonight.
Hello.
We are short a Draco because he's got actual real life flying or work or something. Work, I think it is. He's not actually a pilot, is he?
I don't think he's ever been in an airplane. Isn't that what he said?
Might be. Okay. So we're short one flying monkey with us. Tonight I want to actually throw out a bit of a heartfelt condolences to one of our friends, Texas Long Haul, and his family. They had a loss in the family and want to pass on well wishes to those that need it.
Absolutely.
As far as the flight, we're leaving Casablanca and we're going up to Seville in Spain, Morocco to Spain today. And we're going to fly over the Straits of Gibraltar in the C-47s, which means two things. Zig and Ernie are both going to have one too many.
That's very likely.
Very likely.
And you know what else won't happen? We are flying low, so there should be no freezing of the system.
No, because we want to see everything down low, so we're going to fly low and
no
who
mountains.
knows? We might actually
well, I don't know.
be
Are
too
there
low
mountains?
Well, there are some mountains, and we might actually hit the Rock of Gibraltar. Who knows? You know.
Huh. No, we're not.
Probably
we're not
not.
in Alaska, so the plane should not freeze up. Hopefully,
It should not freeze. We shouldn't have any freezing issues near, center of the planet. So, well, wait a minute. The center of the planet sounds wrong. That means we're flying inside the center of the planet. We're not there. At least not yet. All right. So we are cold and dark. We are going to start them up. I have doors open on the outside that I need to shut.
Before start checklist. Parking brake.
And be that door. There we go. And we'll go through the callouts here.
Doors closed. Battery.
Oh, thanks, Nancy.
oh, Nancy's talking to you.
On. Ground power.
Yeah, because I shut up the doors and she said it's all secure, ready to go.
Before start both on. Beacon brake. Set and check. Is on. Nav lights. Checked on. Cabin signs. Is on. Ignition master. On. Magnetos. Checked both off. Fuel quantity. Left main. Check. Right auxiliary. Check. Fuel selectors.
All the way open.
Checked. Carb heat. Checked on cold. Trim. Set to 0. Cowl flaps. Full open. Mixture. Idle cutoff. Throttle. is cracked. Prop control. Full forward. Flight controls. Elevator full down. Elevator full up. Rudder full left. Rudder full right. Ailerons right. Ailerons right. Ailerons left. Checked. Before start checklist complete.
Oh,
Okay, let's start engine 2.
gotta check the, we gotta change the picture though.
Got to change the picture.
That's the,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not on
yeah,
the
yeah.
checklist, so we. Hey, why is it not changing? Oh, right click. Yep, red bikini. Oh, there is a way to hide the yoke. I just saw that. There's a red tag
Yeah.
underneath the picture. I don't know.
I thought you knew that.
I don't. Well, if I knew, I forgot. Which is, you know, that's possible also.
Okay, starting the right one. Fuel pump.
Okay, fuel pump. Right.
On. Starter.
Starter.
Cranking to right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Alright.
10, 11, 12, 13,
What he's
14,
talking about
15.
for my group is
Make some.
the yoke there. You can have it in place and out. I just move it out of the way so we can see what we're doing.
Both
All right,
on.
so we
Mixture.
can't talk to the tower yet until we have like the
Checked.
inverters on and stuff.
Prime. On. Engine 2 starting up. Oil pressure's coming up. Engine 2 stabilized.
All right, we can now west a little Iver.
Starting the left. Fuel pump. On. Starter. Engine is cranking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make some. Both on. Mixture. Checked. Prime. On. Engine 1 starting up. Oil pressure's coming up.
All right, so hoping my everyone can hear the ATC radio because it's coming through my
Engine 1
headset.
stabilized.
Let's see, next page would be for takeoff at the end of the runway, so we're good there.
Before taxi checklist. Inverters.
We're set to taxi over here. How about you there, Zig?
Not quite ready. Doing my before taxi checklist.
Avionics. On. Magnetos.
All right, closing up
Both on.
windows.
Fuel pumps. Off. Tail wheel. Unlocked. Flaps. Checked. Mixture. Auto rich. Wheel chocks. Off. Before taxi checklist complete.
Okay. I just got a radio in here.
Chalet Tower, Douglas Zulu, India Golf, IFR to Sevi, ready to copy. Douglas Zulu, India Golf is cleared to Sevi Airport as filed. Flight runway heading, climb and maintain 5,000. Departure frequency is 118. Douglas Zulu, India Golf, read back correct. Contact ground on 118.3. Charlotte ground, Douglas Zulu, India Golf, ready to taxi IFR. Douglas Zulu, India Golf, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 22, using taxiway 2 Bravo, runway 4105, runway 4, contact tower on 119.
Just my seat a little bit.
Ready.
Okay, Skipper. Both engines are warmed up.
We're headed over to runway 22 to take off.
Yep.
Runway 4, Douglas Zulu, India Golf.
You push back already? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clear of you.
Pushing back.
I just took liberties and just spun it.
I thought about it, but I won't push. Don't need to push back too terribly far. This one does make pretty tight corners, so.
Yeah. Looks like it's really nice and clear. Hopefully we don't run into too much cloud-wise.
Yeah, looks pretty decent weather-wise.
Get a nice little flight in. Now I have in the title that I'm working on the Moondog Moondog credits for those that are viewing on Twitch. So the more you watch on it, the more points you get. And I don't have anyone in there watching yet to find out if it's calculating too well yet. But if that should start to take off though, and I was the plan is to then probably just stream on Twitch and then put it all up on YouTube later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certain things it is sort of monkey see, monkey do around with us. It does make sense to do it that way. If the ad revenue's not going to be there, then jump on the platform that's based for streaming anyways. Alright. So now that we're at the runway.
Well, if you're going to do that, then the other thing is, since you can restream to 2 platforms, do you restream to something else? Like a mixer or the other ones, or?
Maybe. That's a possibility. A probability, actually.
I mean, if you're already doing it, right? So.
Right.
If YouTube's not going to be one that you stream to, then do you do it one of the newer, smaller?
Right.
I don't know much about those platforms, but Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't, you know, I have a few followers on Twitch, but still primarily on YouTube, I would think. I think.
Yeah. Auto Rich.
For me, most of my views when we stream are on YouTube. It's getting more with Twitch, but I know I've only had the Twitch channel not very long, so
Right.
it doesn't help, but
Fuel pumps on. Well, we'll lock it when we get down to the end down there. Did you want me to take off and then
oh, did you go all the
you?
you went all the way to oh, okay, it's cutting us over right here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you went all the way down the runway. Now I see the cutoff.
Yeah, I ran across and then
I'll just come
got
down there
clearance
and
down there. All right.
work in behind you. Oh, you held short and got clearance here?
Yeah, before I turned left and came down, so.
Alright, well, I'll do the same. I'll go ahead and get clearance, but I'll come down, then that way we can
Right.
take off a little closer.
That's fine. I'll just hang out here for a second. All right. Then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into, I think it's Flight Sim that's called Sim.
Ready for IFR departure, runway 22.
Options.
India Golf,
Nope,
cleared for
not
takeoff,
that one.
runway 22.
Settings.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22. Douglas Zulu, India Golf.
Yeah. Do you know what I was doing while I was waiting for you to show up? And we apologize for the delay on takeoff and starting the stream today because, you know, real life things. Some of us are important leaders of the free world, as in Boy Scout leaders. And we waited for Zig to show up. But I was sitting here and I was just looking at the plane. Just graphically looks really nice.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
The plane is the C-47 from Manfred Jahn, so if you're interested in it, it is a freeware plane. It's really nice. I thoroughly enjoy flying this thing.
I'm just going to get out here right behind you then and do my final checklist that I got to do.
Double check. Yeah, we're all good. We're set. Tail wheel lock now.
Okay.
And
Before takeoff.
Before takeoff checklist.
I'm
Picture.
set. So
Auto rich, prop control, high RPM, trim, set and checked. Flaps, checked. Cowl flaps, set trail, landing lights, both on. Pitot heat, checked. Fuel pumps, on. Tail wheel, locked. Before takeoff complete.
All right, I think I'm ready.
all right.
Ready as I'm going to get.
Power set for takeoff, instruments normal.
Coming right behind you, don't stop.
Don't stop. Okay. That's code for I will run you over. Big loony bird. What are you talking about there, Bernie?
We're going to commit aviation in public. Positive rate of climb.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Uh-oh.
I was having some weird stuff going on there.
Going up. Gear up and lock. No lights.
Douglas to India Golf. Contact Sunday departure on 118.9er. 118.9er for Douglas to India Golf.
Man, I got some weird stuff going on. It's like glitching and pulling me to the left. Really weird, my
Oh
screen.
no,
Douglas to India
there's
Golf.
enough wind. I've got a lot of right rudder into it.
Flying with full throttle. You should reduce power.
Sunday departure, roger. Altimeter 3024. Douglas to India Golf. Turn right heading 020. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 5,000. Turn right heading 020. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 5,000. Douglas to India Golf.
Zero 20. That looks nice down there. Extra Moondog credits if anyone knows what the river is that comes through town there and drops into that body of water. An extra 25 Moondog credits if you know what body of water that is. Real quick. Anyone know?
No.
I don't know the river, but I know that's the Atlantic Ocean.
I lost you already.
I turned right.
Oh, you're over there. Okay. Remember, do you have to do anything special for it to follow on GPS? Do you have to turn nav lock on?
Nav lock, yeah.
Okay. I knew there was something.
Why do I have to climb and maintain 6,000? I wanted 4,500. So let's see. Should be headed to TNG, which is 50, which was this one. That one, radio 2. Turn to radio 2. That one. And then GBR is 130, no 1136.
Douglas Zulu, India Golf. Climb and maintain 6,600.
Oh, after check.
Climb and maintain 6,600. Douglas Zulu, India Golf.
It's having me go to 6,600 also.
Yeah. The other thing I want to get is about there.
Yeah, I don't know why it's you know, when you put it in it, I put mine in at 5,000 even.
We're a couple feet short of altitude, and then go into lean. Leaned out, flying level, just about. Fasten seatbelt signs can come off. No smoking sign can come off. We're rebels here on this flight. The switch that needs to come on is the drinking is allowed now.
Right.
So what's your schedule looking like? Pretty opened up. Can we get you to get a couple flights in and catch up so we can do some more VA flights?
Yeah, I almost did one yesterday, but I didn't. I might try and sneak one in tomorrow.
All right. You do some flying and I'll do some farming on the Zig farm.
Well, now that's not
The engines
fair.
are sure getting hot.
It's punishment for not getting stuff done.
Ernie just told me the engines are getting hot. No, they're not. Is he talking to you?
No, he wasn't talking to me because, to be honest, I'm not sure. Mine might actually be hot. Where are mine?
Cylinder head temperature is at CHT.
Yes.
It's in the yellow. Not exactly. Go check out the cowl flaps over here.
Mine were still in trail. It wasn't bad for our altitude.
Mine were in trail too, but I'll go ahead and crack them open and that should cool it down. Yep, it's dropping already.
All the gauges look in the green. We're going to set this for about 250 for.
What'll I should probably level
Yeah.
out here now. I'm finally getting to altitude, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just going right on by. Why is it doing that?
Did you have your altitude turned on?
Yeah.
Altitude on, GPS is on, nav lock's on, and the autopilot's on.
Oh, altimeter maybe.
Yeah.
Where's that on it? I can't remember where that's at on this plane. Is it? No, that's the.
Oh, the barrel set for it?
Yeah.
Right above the radios in the yoke. Second one from the left. You have
Yep.
altimeter, little
Little bitty wheel.
yeah.
3024. I heard you. I'm expediting.
Alright. I am about to kill ATC. And not for any other reason other than it's coming through the wrong freaking sound.
Okay, I need to set up for cruise here. Oh, that's not what I want.
Contact Casablanca, center on 125.1. 125.1 for Douglas Zulu, India Golf. Casablanca Center, Douglas Zulu, India Golf, with you. Douglas Zulu, India Golf, Casablanca Center, Roger. Altimeter 3024.
Okay, let's see. So I want to go over here. I need to go auto lean. And
Alright. So, oh, viewers, stop in, say something, say hello, gain some Moondog credit points. Moondog credits are good. Use them for some of the stuff we're going to be setting up here on the channel. I'm even considering if you get enough Moondog credits, you can become a mod to the channel.
really?
Yeah. Chocolate. Wait a minute. Chocolate Mesmes. Thank you for following there. And I'm doing pretty good today. Haven't crashed anything yet. Don't plan on crashing anything.
Alright, I think I'm dialed in for cruise.
Question is, how are you doing tonight, Chocolate? And it's getting awfully close to to Valentine's Day. Should anyone named Chocolate be hanging around? Just a thought. So we'll jump outside because we've got nothing to do inside right now. Let's see here. Somewhere back there is a zig. Flying along the Morocco coast as we head towards Tianjin. Well, you're welcome. Oh, there's like me, Zig, and you, so you're definitely going to get asked questions back.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I try and make sure I pay attention. I honestly try and make sure to pay attention to chat. No matter how much Zig and Draco harass me about the fact that I was in your chat for 30 minutes trying to get your attention. The sad thing is, they have been.
Yeah, it's happened. That's why.
Yeah. They were even trying to get my attention and let me know that my mic wasn't on. So you know, it's been bad at times. See, all right, so C-47 in the United Airlines scan, and I do believe if we jump back here to Zig, you'll see the European Air Transport Service. Same plane. We're both flying IFR, VOR with ATC directing, so we put the flight plan at 4,500 feet, and they said, nope, you gotta go to 66.
Yeah.
So, come back into the cabin and see if Ernie will sing to us. Invisible Ernie, by the way. Have you ever actually seen Ernie?
Nope, not yet. Not yet.
It'll be a nice, peaceful flight. It's actually late enough. Draco should at least pop in and say, I'm tired. I hope you have a nice stream. I'm going to bed. Tell us that he had a good day's work. Flying gerbils around or whatever he's doing.
Turn left heading 245, climb and maintain 2,500. Cleared ILS. Runway 22, approach, maintain 2,500. Until established. Tower on 119.7, world travel board 749er.
The other thing with some of the points is then the Moondog credits that you can earn, you'll be able to ask a question, any question, and I will answer it. I will answer the question. I don't know if it'll be a correct answer, but it'll be an answer. How long have we been in the air? What have we been in the air? 20 minutes? 25 minutes, maybe?
Maybe.
Pretty much got in the air, turned, looped around, and headed in the right direction. And what do we got? We got about 25 minutes to the first turn, and then there'll be shorter legs. This is the longest leg of the trip so far. Let's see. Is it showing up there? It should be showing top of the screen there, departure, arrival, distance to go, and our actual altitude. What's your airspeed? About 145, 146?
139.
You better adjust it a little bit. Got some speed on you. Alright, see if that works. Fixes that. Sorry about the quick black screen there. Just checking, popping settings, trying to get ATC out of my headset so that if Zig talks to me, while ATC's talking, I can actually hear Zig instead of ATC. Because we all know which one's more important to hear.
Right.
Because you never know when Zig, Draco, BP, or someone will ask something important like, which way am I supposed to be going? Important stuff like that. You'll have to excuse Zig. He hasn't been speaking much because he hasn't been streaming much. He doesn't have that flow thing of how to stream and talk again.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched any of his early 7 Days to Die videos? If not, you should actually watch some of them.
I was watching Games for Kicks playing one of the mods, and he got killed on like the first night. If he dies
by
in
the
the
cactus?
no, if he dies on the first night, you know it's hard.
Yeah.
Thinking like I wouldn't have even made it to the first night then, apparently.
Well, how did he die though? Was
By
it
zombie.
something by zombie? Okay, well, that would be definitely a threat. Well, take a moment. On the screen, you saw that I have our destination stuff. I still have the Ronald McDonald's charity logo up there. That's a reminder that we are still taking donations for the Ronald McDonald's house with the Monkey Show World Extravaganza around the world flights. We are doing those flights on Saturday afternoon with the whole Monkey Show. That being everyone that can show up for our Saturday. That's actually taking over our Saturday trucking. Just as much follow with that. And if you want to make a donation to the Ronald McDonald House, it goes directly to the Ronald McDonald House. Links are available in the description. On the Twitch page there, just click on the Ronald McDonald House, and on the YouTube banner. Also can be found in probably Zig's, Bipolar Profits, Draco's, Farmer Dad's, and Cavalier Roy's pages. And if you've not watched any of them, check them out. Bipolar Prophet 2 on Twitch, Farmer Dad, Draco 411, Zigzaggy, Cavalier Roy, Stu B, all members of the Monkey Show. Links are available. All sorts of different streams, recordings for YouTube and vids. Between someone, you'll find something that you should enjoy watching. Okay, I think I'm finally done with all of my
With the commercial?
yeah, infomercials for everyone else. I don't think anyone can say that I didn't at least attempt, right?
Right.
You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't done flyby.
Oh, hey, is it El Graxo? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. Zig back there chugging away, right behind us.
I'm up to 142. Are you pushing your cruise settings a little bit to get that kind of speed?
No, let's see. What did I throttles I set at 89%. Propellers were at 78%.
Oh, your
and
throttle's up at 89?
Yeah.
Well, that would be why. What's your manifold pressure at?
Manifold pressure's right at 35.
Oh, well, that's why. Maybe you are pushing your cruise settings a bit.
Oh, just a
That's
little bit.
alright.
Okay, yeah.
That's alright.
I guess cruise is setting 23, 25, and I'm just over 24.
Well, the
Or
manifold
over
pressure is what
23,
was high.
yeah. Yeah, but it's still well down in the green area, so Am I pushing it? Maybe a hair. But the cylinder temp is under 200. It's so.
Hello.
There he is,
Draco.
Draco. So
Okay.
how was flying those herds of gerbils around the store today?
Alright, just
Okay.
pop in and say hi real quick.
Thanks for stopping in. BP's jumping in, going points. Come on, it should show it. Tell me you're earning some. Do I not have that set up right? I know I have it working. If I go over to Streamlabs and check it and see if it's working. Settings set up. The next thing is I'm going to have to get it set up so that it'll follow the points. Okay. No, it is logging points. I just don't have the command yet. All right. No, it's a self. I need to get the command for setup. Points. All right. That's what you do while you're flying here and you have nothing to do. So if you go through is that on the command list?
So it appears Saturday night I might be on the stream.
Okie doke. Cool.
Good deal.
I mean, I ain't promising a damn thing.
We know, we just want you to show up and hang out.
Yeah, well, when I'm not being pulled 300 different directions. Hey, BP.
Who are you again? Do I know you? Sig, you just let anybody in your Discord on?
Yeah, I forgot to lock down the channel.
What's going on, Draco?
Working, trying to get shit together for the baby, and
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you much. I know you're busy.
I was gonna hop on yesterday, and I laid down for 5 minutes and passed the hell out.
Yeah. I'm pretty tired all of a sudden, too. Make sure that, Moondog, hold on, let me look at my...
I'm working on trying to set all this up. I'm last minute, still setting up how to I know I have the points working. I know that they're actually garnering points. I can see that, so that's fine. It's just
Let's see. So loyalty settings. I just want to see what I've got.
Moondog, you're not flying the King Air.
I realized that it was a last minute change.
Modules.
I'll fix it. Give me
Hey,
two.
just because I ain't been around doesn't mean I can't give you shit.
No, I know. That's fine. How many? Let's see, restream. I know.
As soon as I find it, I do believe it's in the.
So where are you guys flying tonight?
Somewhere in Spain, Boondog says.
We left Casablanca and we're headed to Seville in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Flying over the Straits of Gibraltar.
Yeah, it's just points. Make sure that it's exclamation mark points. Make sure in your default commands that it's enabled.
Okay, yeah. Let me get this title and then I'll three things here.
Well, you have 3 monitors. You should be able to do 3 things.
Okay, I can. It's called.
Well, now, see, Moondog, if you made me a manager of your channel, I could change your title for you. But
You know
fuck you,
what?
PP.
That's not what that is. All right, there. And then I still did it wrong. Come on. Do that and do that. Now those will update.
So last night I caught Joel's video for 7 Days to Die.
The gyrocopter?
Yeah, did you see that?
I did. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Gyrocopter.
That, and they're adding a armored motorcycle and a Jeep.
Yeah.
Alright. Stream. Boss, no.
Gyrocopter's kind of cool. Gives a whole new
Yeah.
perspective to the game, being able to fly without cheating. Flying.
Where's that?
The only thing that they need to fix though is that the draw distance for like some of the finer detail. Once you get to a certain level, you can see like that circular outline of where things are rendered in and where things aren't.
Oh, yeah.
So if your points are all set up, Moondog, all you should have to do is enable the check command.
Right, which is at
Under-
Streamlabs or
Yeah, Stream Elements. Which one are you? Who are you using? Are you using Stream Elements for all this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go to your dashboard, right, and then down the bottom there under Bot, it's the third one down. It says Check Commands, and then go to Default Commands, because that's a default command, and then you'll see it.
oh, chat bot. Okay.
Yep. And then down to Chat Commands, and then on the tabs on the top it'll be Default Commands, and then you go down and you'll see points, and you just make sure it's enabled. And then that should work. God, points are becoming a thing now.
Guess I'll have to go set up some points now.
What the hell did I miss?
Either
I
that, or
don't
you're
know.
gonna have to start coming to what? Now that your billion-dollar basement is done, you're gonna have to start coming.
I feel like I've missed something. I've only been
Actually, the
out of-
basement's not done yet.
Damn.
No, he finished his $1 billion
That was a
reno on a house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was-
that.
that
That is, wow, holy crap.
that was yeah. I worked 75 hours last week and like 60 the week before that.
See, I
Trying
feel
to
bad
get-
for messing with you because you're like on a whole nother level of like person. Like you know stuff and you can do things like that. I mean, I can put up pretty pictures. Look what I did, and it'd be a complete straight up lie. I didn't do that. I didn't do any of that.
Well, it
I wouldn't
wasn't.
even be allowed in that house.
It wasn't all me. I have a design partner, design that stuff together. But
Yeah.
I
mean,
did install that whole kitchen and do all the herringbone tile work, which is a nightmare in itself.
Well, that's why you get paid the big bucks, Sig. 'cause you
Yeah,
can do shit
yeah,
like
big
that.
bucks. I wish.
See, I don't know how you're not writing your own ticket for that stuff. Because out here, seriously, Zig, out here you'd be a millionaire. I know a guy that paid $11,000 to have a sink, some cabinets, and an island put in his kitchen,
Oh,
and
well,
it didn't look nowhere near as good as that.
oh, well, that's an expensive kitchen. It's the cabinets alone were at least double that.
Sure.
Not to mention the labor. But all in all, it was a $240,000 project.
Wow.
But it's a big house. It's like 7,000 square feet plus a partially finished basement. So
Yeah.
that's a lot. Seven bedrooms, 7 bathrooms.
Damn.
It's for sale if you want to move, to the Midwest.
No.
If you want to live in Festus.
No,
It's
no,
just-
it's not in Festus.
No. See, I was thinking about it for a minute there, Zig, and then you said it wasn't in Festus, and I was like, damn.
No, but you can see the it's on it. There's an approach to the airport that flies right over the house. I've noticed while I've been out there working, I'll be outside, and sometimes I go outside and take a break and just watch the planes fly over on the.
Which is cool, but people who want to live in that house don't want that flying over their
Yeah,
heads.
it's not
Yeah.
that bad. They're not like
It's like
right
living-
on top of you, but
Like living next to a train track, for me, it would be ideal. I would love it. You know what I mean? But for regular people, that's just a nightmare.
it didn't seem like terribly bad though. I know what you're saying, but it's like it's not always. I don't know if they rotate the approaches or something.
Yeah, well, they would. Yeah.
So it wasn't like every day that they were there, and when they were there, it didn't seem particularly annoying. Maybe that's because
Because you like planes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I offered Zig $100 cash.
Well, I mean, hey, I don't know
Or-
how much better I can do than that, but what's that, about $1 million? That house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little less. It's going on the market for $940, I think.
Well, it's probably worth it. Scary thing is my house is a fucking shack compared to that, and I didn't pay all that much less. Or in my case, didn't pay all that much less, actually. But
Are property values that high up there where you are, I guess?
yeah,
Is
they
it on
are.
the,
It's the land you're buying out here.
I see.
Land is ridiculously expensive, in the tens of thousands of dollars an acre. So,
Alright, I'm obviously not seeing what I need to be seeing.
maybe it's just Orbix in general. Your Orbix doesn't look all that great either. As crisp as it used to be. I don't know what's going on. Mine looked like crap the other day. I couldn't figure it out.
I don't know. I'm just... Oh, I'm doing flybys right now, that's why.
It's a nice plane, though.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't flown in, 2-3 weeks almost. But, yeah, man, it's like your Orbix is blurry.
Yeah, that's how mine was the other night too. And I could not figure it out. And I haven't changed anything. Like, see, yours just got better just then. Maybe it's just a case of camera angles or something. I don't know.
I think that's what it was, but it's what happens when you're trying to do. I'm flying. I'm hoping they don't tell me to do something because I'm not paying attention to that. I'm trying to figure out the other stuff.
It's like it's taken a while for everything to render in.
Yeah, mine was doing that when I flew to Egypt. I did a flight to Egypt the other day on the stream, and Orbix was just pissing me off. It looked like crap coming out of Heathrow, and then Heathrow looked good and London looked okay, but then coming out when you started turning into all the farms and stuff, it just didn't look good, and it didn't get better until I got to Saudi Arabia.
But the thing is, Orbix hasn't done any updates or anything.
No, they haven't changed. They won't either. The last update they did was 2 years ago, I think. Until they come out with another Orbix product, they won't update the one that everybody already has. I tell you, yours looks better than mine did. So, It looks better now. I messed with it. I took out some scenery. I might have had a scenery conflict.
I'll tell you right now, though, I'm glad I'm talking to some guys because I work. It's nothing but women and me at work.
So it's all women.
BP, I say this with all the respect in the world. Fuck you.
I know you miss me. I know you miss me. What did you expect me to say? Like, in your head, did you not say,
No.
This is where BP says, so it's all women? You didn't really? See, I would have totally been waiting for that. Hey, at least you're working. Who cares where you work? You know what I mean? Who cares if they're all women? That's fine. Sometimes women can be nice.
It's just,
I mean, I haven't met any, but, you know, I hear there's women that can be nice.
all day long, it's just
Well, fuck, what do you think we do all day?
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
discuss things intelligently. And
No, we don't.
Have you not listened to some of our stuff?
No, we don't. We do not. We're just roosters. Instead of a petite cluck, it's all bok, 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 bok with us. There's no difference.
yeah, but at least we talk about things that I care about.
Right. Yeah. There's a difference. There is a difference.
Sometimes when I'm at work and like today, there's pictures of shakes popping up on the Discord. I'm like, I wonder what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how that got started. Well, because somebody was.
Figure it out.
You went. Yeah, because your wife wanted a chocolate milkshake, and then.
And it has to do with food. Chances are the Moondog's involved.
Go figure, yeah.
And then, of course, that just turns into everybody talking about their favorite milkshake and what is a milkshake and what isn't a milkshake. And then I'm like, oh, remember the Shamrock shakes? They're just that chemical green and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then then I'm like, let me go find a picture. And then Roy's putting up what they call a milkshake where he lives, which to me is chocolate milk, but whatever. And then it turns into that. Yeah.
Don't get me started on those Shamrock shakes. They're just dyed green. There's no mint or anything. It's all in your head.
Oh, they're fantastic. I love them. I don't care. I'd see that's another case of, yeah, I get it. They're just nasty, you know, green, chemical tasting, but I just like them.
And there's nothing milk even
No.
close into those.
Of course not. None of the McDonald's stuff. It's all comes in a bag. It's all pre-made. It has to be because the kids that they pay, you know, nothing to work there aren't going to make a milkshake. So you could barely get them to make a McFlurry. I have yet to go to the McDonald's near my house when that McFlurry machine wasn't broken because nobody could be arsed to make one.
No. Dairy Queen makes some good blizzards.
Yeah, Dairy Queen's all right. Dairy Queen is my favorite place, but there's so few of them. See, that's your area out there. You got a lot of them out there. I got one within 150 miles of me.
Do you guys not have steak and shakes?
No, of course we don't.
I do.
Oh,
You
really?
think I'd be here right now if we had Steak and Shake? I mean,
I got
They-
steak and shake. I can't stand steak and shake.
That's my favorite shakes.
Now I love Culver's frozen custard.
Oh, now we're gonna get all Midwest now, because I've heard of frozen custard. I've never actually had it.
Basically, it's a custard. It's made with like egg yolks instead of like regular ice cream.
Right? Yeah, I get what a custard is.
And it is so incredibly. It's thick and it's rich, but it's probably one of the best damn things.
I think I saw it on. Was it Unwrapped maybe? And they were showing how they made it. It's basically ice cream before it's actually ice cream.
Right.
Yeah.
Now there's this little mom and pop place. It's called Dairy Dip. That's in the town that I live in, and they're only open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, or whichever one comes from. I don't
No,
remember.
you got it right.
They're only open that long, and they have been around for like the past 50 years, and their menu hasn't changed. And they make
Best
and
places.
they have some of the best ice cream.
Those are the best places. The places that find what they're good at and stick with it. We had that whole conversation about that too, about how I'll eat off a food truck before I'll eat out of a regular restaurant, shit like that, because I like that kind of food. Once you find a place you like, and it sucks when it's some little mom and pop joint that is just barely holding on, and then they get shut down or whatever. They can't afford to stay open. You go there one morning for breakfast, and the place is burned down. Damn it! That just happened to me not too long ago. of my favorite breakfast joints was burned out. Well, burned down, yeah. It either burned down or they burned it down. One or the other. But
Well, that's like there's this little town south of me, pretty about 50 miles south of me. It's called Monon. It's right outside of Monticello, where Indiana Beach is. I doubt any of you have heard of that.
I absolutely know Monon because it's not. Well, that's the railroad. Yeah.
But there's this little diner on the corner because it's only got 2 streets that run through it, and there's this little diner on the corner called Diner, and they make they made the best omelets and eggs and bacon because they got it all from the farms right around them. So everything was fresh. I haven't been to that place in probably 20 years.
Our Steak and Shake here in Festus sucks. So we have this little diner that me and Jake like to go to, and it's actually like the old school diner where there's no tables and chairs. It's just the bar.
Yeah.
And it only seats like 15 people.
Because that was enough back then. Because people didn't loiter. They ate and went to work. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of those. We still have a lot of those around here. A lot of them are not open anymore, but there's a lot of little tiny, like old, like legit train cars, cabooses, and stuff like that with 5 seats in them, and it's just you're sitting right on the grill. Basically, it's just fantastic. I grew up with that stuff. So, to me, yeah, I mean, I like McDonald's. Don't get me wrong, but I eat there because it's cheap and it's quick.
And it's there.
And it's there, right. But you're not going out of your way to eat at McDonald's, you're not. But you'll go out of your way to eat at one of those places because it's worth it. It's worth the trip. It's the going there and sitting in the place and waiting for your food and watching it being cooked and probably talking to Flo, the old waitress, and everything are part of the experience of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what people today who just dash into a Dunkin' Donuts or dash into a Starbucks or McDonald's or whatever, they miss that. I think you miss the experience of interacting with your food and interacting with the people who are making your food.
Well, that's like when I lived in Georgia. Across the street, there was like a little, it was like an old time convenience store. It had 2 gas pumps with the numbers that turned.
Yeah.
And you walked in, and on one side of the convenience store there was bait and tackle. Then you had the register, and then you had a counter where they made like pizzas and like little stuff like that. And every morning I'd walk over there before I went to work. The same 2 old men were sitting there playing checkers, drinking coffee,
solving the world's problems.
and then I'd come home from work, and it'd be like 6 o'clock at night, and it'd be summertime, so it'd be hot as hell, and no air conditioning, and there's some old guy just sitting out on a front wooden covered porch in a rocking chair with a dog next to him, just rocking away, and goes,
wow.
If you want something, just put the money on the counter and I'll see you later.
So what's it like living in a Norman Rockwell calendar?
That's exactly what the hell it felt like. And you'll never guess in a million years what the name of this place was. It was called Sugar Bears.
Sugar Bears. It was called Gas and Food. What else would it be called?
They didn't even there wasn't even concrete or asphalt. It was all dirt road, dirt parking lot, dirt everything.
There's a ton of those little places out in Arizona and places like that. I used to ride through them all the time. Stop and get gas at this place with where the guy was still using the old hand crank gas pump, which was illegal. So what he basically did was he was siphoning the gas out of the tank, into your whatever you were driving, because he didn't have money to get a new pump. So he didn't have a license. So you had to pay him in cash, But you probably go in there and get a cup of coffee. It's been sitting in the pot for 4 days, and a pack of cigarettes that been there since World War II. But it's part of the experience. The guy, you couldn't tell where the landscape ended and this building started. It was all the same color. The dirt, the building, the guy, they were all that same sort of tan, brown. You know what I mean? It was like he'd been there forever, and he was going to be there forever. And those are the guys that when you go back 10 or 20 years later and you find out they died, and you're kind of sad. You're like, shit, that's America. To me, that's America. These dirt road gas station / bars / pool hall place, that's America. And this generation just don't know nothing about it.
And that's and I'm sorry, but that's what this country is missing. It's missing getting back to its roots of just slowing down, getting to know somebody. You know,
Everybody should have a high-powered computer and a Discord channel, because look how well we know each other.
well, we know each other about as well as anybody knows anybody these days. Am I wrong?
No, I'm just saying. I just find it funny that we're all complaining about, we want to go back to the horse and cart days, but none of us would know each other without technology. So, you coming along there, Moondot? Can I check my points now?
Yeah, I'm about ready to tell Twitch to off because I can't log in because it says it's not my password.
Oh boy.
I just need to call. Take a second. Back off.
Take a deep breath.
Count to 10.
I could ban myself.
Really? How does that work?
Good
What
afternoon.
the hell? I can ban myself.
Aren't you kind of?
Do it.
Isn't that kind of like the snake that ate its own tail there?
Well, this is a whole different system now. What's this green bar? So you got a bar that you can set to how long you want to ban somebody for, or time them out, I guess, and then go all the way up to ban. See, that's different. Obviously, I don't mod my own channel, so I've never actually seen that. Wow, that's kind of neat. So this plane they have this plane for X-Plane.
They do.
Okay. Oh, it's
Yeah.
been modeled for X-Plane
Yeah.
by Manfred Jahn.
I couldn't tell you. You'd have to go to the org and see if it's by him or if it's somebody who did it. Because I have it. I haven't flown it, but I have it. I have it for FSX for that matter. I haven't flown it there either. But I might just give it a go.
What joint FS are you guys on?
I'm not on any of them.
She can be a persnickety bitch at times.
I'm
We're
just
on-
leaving it out.
You're in Hobbs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this freaking verify your Twitch. Signing in stuff.
That's why your password should be 1,
2, 3.
three.
Yeah. Yeah.
or 1A, 2B, 3C. Execute.
What makes you think it's not?
Because you would have already had it typed in and not been complaining that you can't remember your password.
No, I know the password is saying it's not.
You guys heard about Dan's mother? I know Moondog has.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I-
started off the stream with a.
I heard, I read something, a post that or a thing he put up in Discord, but I haven't heard anything since.
Yeah, his mom was.
No.
His mom was going, and I guess she finally went. So, and I've been there. I know how bad that's. So he would talk to him today. He was a hell of a lot happier. I was. You couldn't be around me for a week after my mother died. He was a lot better, but he's got he's got faith and all that. So that's cool. That's good. It still sucks, but if it's making it easier for him, then great.
I did drop him a message yesterday.
I just think that we should do something for him. I just don't know what. I tell you what he really needs is he really needs like $100 freaking gift card to Walmart.
Yep.
Is what he really needs. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like we could buy him some foolish game thing or something, but that would at least be tangible.
He needs that, or yeah, the electric bill or stuff. He's had issues with catching up on bills. He's had a roommate a rented roommate, a renter for a room, and stiffed him like terrible. So.
Right.
At least then, he could do whatever he saw fit with it.
Dan's been around a long time, and I think it's probably time we do something for him.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make that executive decision that we're gonna do something for Dan. I don't want to put it out in the public. If we could just do it behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he'd make a big fuss about it.
Twitch bot authorization. That's going to be the same as my Twitch, right? I should be signing in with that, or is that going to be completely different?
Well, you can count on something from me. It just won't be until I get my first check.
Yeah, don't worry worries, man. If you can do all this through, you don't have, you can do everything you want to do through Stream Elements. You know, Moondog. You don't need all these separate bots.
Well,
Stream Elements
it's
does it
the
all.
downlog for the Streamlabs for the chat bot.
I'll be right back.
All right,
You should
it's going to be done tomorrow afternoon. I can't.
Don't worry about it. Don't have a stroke, man. Shit,
Yeah,
if I can
well-
figure it out. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I know you right, but I'm just saying it's just we're just going to go and
Just fly your plane.
fly the plane, and
See,
we'll
the whole-
land, and then I'll deal with it.
The
You
whole
got
idea
you
of
got
streaming-
all night to deal with that.
The whole
I-
idea of
I do.
streaming is to have fun. All this extra stuff, that's the work part of it. Trust me, it took me. I have an overlay now for every game that I play, and I did them all at Stream Elements. Now they're all. I had to create most of the images and stuff, but so that took a day, and then getting all the chat stuff set up, and then cleaning up my Twitch page to have labels and everything look the same, and all that. That took a day. That's the work bit. When you're actually streaming, all you're really supposed to be doing is streaming. Just don't worry about that other crap. I could, if you go to Stream Elements, right, and make me a manager, I could set that all up for you. Because
Yeah,
in fact, I need to do that now that I can, because I can only make one of those links, 2 of those links a day. So I'm actually going to send you one right now. Actually, what do I want here? I want this one. Control.
We're over Gibraltar now. Let's take a look outside. Actually, if you were with us for the Monkey Extravaganza, we've took off there and went over to Tangier.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we did actually. Yep. There's, and of course you have vector, so your rock looks a little better than mine, but not a whole bunch. It looks good. I mean,
Right. So,
but the airport looks the same. I do have I have Gibraltar's scenery, but it's giving me crap. I'm gonna send this to you in a private message.
yeah, that's fine. I'll try not to ignore it until Thursday, but you know, who knows? Possible.
As soon as I figure out how to actually do it, I never remember how to do this. Are these two still? These two, they can't still be farming.
Yeah, they could.
Peter went to bed and woke up and went right back to farming.
Let's see. He is 6 hours ahead. It
Yeah.
could be 6 a.m. and he could be getting up before he goes to work.
Jeez.
Throw in a little bit of time. Yeah.
Tell me he's not. He's pretty dedicated.
I think if you told him tomorrow you have to buy a farm and go out and actually do it, I think he would, and then still come in and play farm sim.
He's told me I don't know how many times that the best thing that ever happened to him was that he met us and that we had a server for him to play farm sim on. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you, but you're welcome. Thanks, Roy. You know,
Yeah.
first it was me, and then now it's Roy, and it's like, you know. So I forwarded that message to Roy. I'm like, I want to make sure you see this, because you know he's a simple guy. He just wants to hang out with us and play farm sim, and that's great. Absolutely, that's why I made the channel. That's exactly. Peter is the reason that I created my channel. So
I absolutely love hanging out with you, Roy, Davith,
yeah,
Zig, Peter, and Travis. Oh, and Draco.
I the thing is that I was not particularly social in the beginning. I'm not particularly social, but I was really becoming a hermit, because all I was doing was playing farm sim or playing Euro Truck or whatever, and talking to myself, and I wasn't. So when I decided that okay, let's try this Discord thing, let's expand the channel a little bit, and then I met you guys, and it's been great.
Oh, and let's not forget Frito.
And without Frito, I don't know you or Roy. So
yeah, so it's like, it's a wonderful way of weaving that we've all sort of became a friendly group of guys.
Yeah.
That if we were to meet in person, we would still continue to hang out just as we are now.
Sure. And the thing is, and I always say this about us, is that it's like a bunch of guys just sitting on the couch playing a game. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because
yeah.
It's not like we just talk when we play games. We're in that Discord 5, 6, 8 hours a day, and 90% of the time I'm not playing a game.
No,
I'm just talking. Oh.
Hey, William, welcome to the stream.
And yes, you can get a word in edgewise. Just because we're talking doesn't mean that we won't pay attention.
Well, I'm not paying attention, but you go ahead and pay all the attention you want.
Well, it's not your stream. You shouldn't be the one paying attention. Yeah.
I'm just looking out for idiots. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in trouble. If you're looking out for idiots, where are my points? They're accumulating. Here, I can pull it up. Where was it at?
You should get that extension you should get that Streamlabs extension for Twitch. It'll give you the leaderboard like I have on my page. So people can look at it there and not always have to type in points.
Yeah, I've got to add that. I saw it. I thought there's stuff that I was working on setting up, what I need to set up.
Yeah, you need to what you need to do is spend a day doing it. Just get it all done in one day,
Yeah.
Set up your points, set up whatever else you want from there, and then, that's the cool thing about Stream Elements is it's all in one place and it's pick and choose. You don't have to, if you don't want something, you don't have to have it. Like the SARN request thing. I'm going to use that for when I, like if I fly long distance or whatever, because that just automatically prohibits me from putting it up on YouTube. But I don't care. One video a month, whatever. It's not the end of the world.
Chocolate Mimis, who subscribed earlier, followed. He's got 2 points. Janet Amber's got 2 points. Night Fox has got 2 points. Mad Wolf has 8 points. Matt's got 2 points. Sierra Gaming Zone's got 8. Thronezilla has got 8 points. And this crazy guy, Bipolar Prophet's got 8 points.
I better have 8 points.
Are you watching on Twitch?
Wow, you don't give a lot of points, huh?
I wasn't given. I didn't know how to give out points. I just set it out basic. We'll start there and we'll raise it up. It's Moondog credits. They're not worth,
They're not worth nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I'm watching on YouTube. I'm not watching on Twitch.
Yeah. See, YouTube, you get absolutely no functionality. Nothing. That's why I'm not streaming YouTube anymore, because there's no interaction and it just sucks.
But thank you for watching there.
I think I have.
Hey, Andrew's here.
I think I give 100 points for every 10 minutes.
And he's in Discord. I just noticed that.
He's been here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gone. I was getting my dinner.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Did you bring me any?
It's Jack's frozen pizza.
Well, that's all right. I like frozen pizza.
I had ramen noodles, but without the little packet of whatever, just with butter and fucking shaker cheese. Oh, it was the best thing. Love that. Because I'm too lazy to cook actual noodles, and ramen noodles take like 10 seconds to cook. So
yeah,
I do that, but I make some garlic butter. I take garlic powder, mix it in some melted butter.
Oh, are we going to do this again?
Well, no, I'm just saying. This is what I'm going to say about it. I'm done. But if I did that, then I might as well cook regular noodles. I'm too lazy for that. I'm so lazy. I put the butter and the noodles and the water all in a pan and just let it cook. It's good enough for me. Then all I got to do is dump it in a bowl and shake it up, put some shaker cheese on, and done. I don't have time. I don't have time to mess with food, unless it's something I really want. If I'm gonna cook meat, that tends to be a thing with me. That tends to be a whole experience, and I'm cooking the meat and I'm making some kind of side and all that. But if it's just something to shove in my face, I don't care.
Yep.
I don't have time to mess with it.
What's shaker cheese?
Like that
like Parmesan cheese? I got you.
Yeah,
that's what I figured. But
we just call it shaker cheese because it comes out of a shaker.
I was telling Moondog Zig, I think this was not last week before, me and the wife made meatballs, and it's her family's special recipe. After you make the meatballs, you take grape jelly and chili sauce and put it in a slow cooker with the meatballs.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah.
What runway are you guys going to use for landing? 9
It's actually
or
really
7?
good. I just think we added too much grape jelly because it was a little on the sweet side for me.
Not sure. Either one is because of the winds down. Whichever one ATC sort of yells at us to do. That's what I was planning on, which is from which direction we're coming in. I would probably just line up on 27.
All right.
We do those sometimes, Draco, for like a snack or whatever. But we go buy the meatballs. But yeah, it's grape jelly and chili sauce. That's pretty good.
I always have a bag of frozen meatballs in my freezer.
There was a bag of
But don't
frozen meatballs in the refrigerator. It'd be in the spaghetti like every time, and there wouldn't be a bag of
don't get the
meatballs left.
don't get the Italian seasoned ones and then put them in the grape jelly and that because that doesn't work.
Right.
You can't do those two together.
No, I do my own homemade meatballs, and
I definitely don't have time for that.
it takes me all of like maybe 15 minutes to make them.
The only time I do that is if somebody brings me like deer meat, ground up. Then I'll do. That's really the only thing it's good for or meatloaf sometimes. Depends on how much fat's in it. Usually with deer you gotta if to make a meatloaf out of it you gotta put fat into it. That's when I generally put a pound of bacon around the outside of it.
Ooh, tacos made out of ground deer meat's good.
Chili's good.
Chili's good
Amish,
too.
Chili. Yeah, we do a lot of that. Do a lot of chili and stews and stuff like that.
When we go camping with the scouts, one of our scout dads is a big deer hunter, and he always brings deer meat, and we make deer chili.
Yeah, that's usually the first thing I do when I get one. And I don't hunt myself, but I always get the meat, so it's usually the first thing. It usually starts off with chili, and then it's either meatloaf or meatballs, and then by the end it's stews and stuff because it's been in a freezer for a while. So
now, if you ever get the chance to try wild boar, it is really good.
I heard that's pretty good. Yeah, there's none. We don't have the outbreak here. Obviously, they don't live up here in this cold. And I don't know anybody from the south to give me one.
That and elk is really good too.
Elk I like. Yeah, we usually get some. We usually get an elk. Got some longhorn sheep 2 years ago. One of my buddies went out to Colorado and got one, and that was pretty good. Stringy. I mean, but it would be. They're not. Again, those are pretty active animals. They're not.
Right.
There's not a lot of fat on them.
Runway 27.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Alright, yeah, I just put that in my FMC.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, a friend of mine, his dad hit a deer with his car. Threw the deer on the hood of the car, drove home.
I wish you could do that out here because it happens all the time. You see them on the side of the road. It's illegal. You can't take them. You got to call the cops. And I don't know if the cops have the discretion to tell you to take it, but I've never had them. I had one get hit when I was growing up. Well, I was an adult, but in the house I grew up in. Got hit on the road. It's a pretty major road that ran in front of my house, and so it skidded across the road and died in my backyard. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm keeping this thing. It's in my backyard. Somebody had called the cops. So the cops came and they were like, John, you've seen this deer? I'm like, yeah, it's in my backyard. I'm getting ready to go get it right now. Oh, no, wait a minute. We gotta take that. Fuck off. Like, it's in my yard. I don't even get to keep it. What the hell? Of course, my mom was not thrilled with the prospect of it anyway. She's like, what are you going to do with it? I'm going to bleed it, and I'm going to gut it, and I'm going to skin it, and I'm going to eat it. And she's like, not in my house. You're not.
I think it's got to do with that whole thing. If you don't have a hunting license and a tag for it, and then it's considered poaching.
But the thing is, if something dies in your yard, it's just like hunting, at least in this state, I could shoot anything in my yard any time of the year. Don't need a license for that, as long as it's more than 500 feet from the house. So deer walk through my yard all the time. I had to throw hammers at them.
I was driving up through Cuyahoga Falls yesterday, day before. There was a herd of them, and I mean a herd, 11, 12 of them, ran across the street, held up traffic, and it's like they ran right into the guy's front yard and then stopped and hung out there. It's like, go outside with a bat and just beat 3 of them to death real quick, and you've got dinner for a year.
Must be feeding them. Gotta be feeding them. I don't know what they're eating in my house, but
it's just there's so many of them in that area, and it's a city area that it's just they'll just stop there because they're not in the street. They know they're not in the street,
Right.
and they're safe in a yard, and they'll just sit there and graze.
Well, it's like, if I can ever catch the little bastards around this house, I'll be eating rabbit stew for quite a while. But they're just all over the place here, and last year my air conditioning went out, and we couldn't figure out why the hell it went out. Anyway, the transformer blew. So the heating and air guys tracing, little sons of bitches had chewed through the wires until they were the insulation until just the wires themselves were showing, and they shorted out the transformer.
I always wonder how, I hear that story a lot about mice and wires and how do they not get electrocuted?
Because they chew through one at a time. They don't chew through both sides.
Okay. Hold on. Wait, back up. We're talking about rabbits. We're not talking. What is it? One rabbit in the back? Is there an electrician rabbit, like a licensed electrician rabbit in the back going, all right, guys, don't chew through that. Don't chew through that wire at the same time you chew through this one. All right, got to be careful.
Well, no, because it does happen where. No, they do. You will get ones where they'll chew through both, and then they'll get zapped.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen rabbit teeth, but they're not the most precise thing in the world.
No.
They're much like BP trying to play, Mashinki. It's just a lot of just mashing and screaming.
It wasn't quite that bad. I was watching it.
That's only because I had David there. David playing Mashinki by remote control. Oh.
I know. I threw a brick at one of those little bastards one day, damn near hit it.
See, we don't have any. We don't have any small animals around here. We don't have any. We have a fox. Well, we had a fox, but they shot it because it was rabid. We don't have raccoons. We don't have squirrels. We don't have mice. We have deer and we have turkeys, and I'm pretty sure there's some cougars because I can hear them sometimes up in the woods. But that's it. We don't have any of the little cute creatures.
Around here we have deer, coyotes, rabbits, turkey.
Well, if you have coyotes, you shouldn't have too many rabbits. The coyotes aren't doing their job. Maybe that's probably why we don't have any of those, because the bigger animals are eating.
Well, the thing is that the rabbits hide in the fenced-in yards, and the coyotes can't get to them.
Yeah. Well, take down your fences. No more coyote problem. No more rabbit problem. Then you just have a coyote problem. Because to a coyote, a rabbit, dog, cat, little kid, all look pretty much the same.
Thing is, though, you can't eat it. You can't eat a coyote.
You can. I have. They're not awful. Depends on what they've been fed. You get the stringy ones and ones that the roadkill ones we eat out of dumpsters and the neighbors' cats and shit. Those aren't so good. But you get one that's eating what it's supposed to eat. They're not so bad.
Now, what I didn't know. Well, I knew you could eat bear, but I didn't know you could eat wolf.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but you can.
But you shouldn't. So you shouldn't eat wolf. Like you shouldn't eat dolphin or whale either. But we had that discussion earlier on my stream. But you can, sure. Meat is meat, man. You know what I mean? It's all the same. It's only going to taste like what it's been eating. That's why nobody knows what chicken tastes like, because all chickens eat is all other chicken shit.
Now, the meat that's surprisingly good is kangaroo.
Human. Can't be a good human.
Alright, I'll be taking off fairly shortly.
Yeah, kangaroo is actually really good meat.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You've been eating it for 30 years at McDonald's.
What did my grandfather used to say about... Oh, because where he lived at in Monon, he lived right on the Monon River between Lake Schaefer and Lake Freeman. Anyway, there was always carp going up and down. So I would go fishing for him. Anyway, one day I remember asking him, I was like, how come we don't eat the carp? He goes, well, you have to make it right. I go, well, how do you make it? He goes, easy. You take the fish, you put it on a cedar plate.
Yeah.
He goes, then you put it in the oven and you bake it. Then you take it out, you throw the fish away and eat the cedar plank.
The cedar plank, yeah. Yeah, carp's all right. It's.
They're garbage fish.
Well, right. They'll eat anything. They eat a lot of bugs and mud and other fish's shit and everything else.
I'll destroy catfish.
Tilapia, all that. The tilapia's whole existence is to clean when they farm raise sea bass. The tilapia's whole existence is to clean the tank, eat all the shit. But boy, people love. Oh, I love tilapia. Nothing I like better than a fish full of shit.
Tilapia's. Tilapia really isn't bad, as long as you get. I just won't eat it from China, where a lot of that comes. And it's nothing against China personally. It's just that they have different standards for how they're.
From China watching Moondog Stream. We wouldn't want to offend anybody.
You don't know. I've got 6 or 7 or 8 viewers. They could all.
But how many of them are from China? Could anybody from China who's watching the stream please put that you're from China in the chat. And boy, am I going to feel dumb if it happens.
You see a bunch of Chinese characters popping up.
Douglas Zulu, India Golf. Descend and maintain 5,500.
I do love Chinese food, though.
Yeah, but it's not Chinese food. That's
Yeah, I
more
know.
Polynesian than, and it's not even that anymore. It's an American version of Chinese. Chinese people, real Chinese food is really good.
You know what's really good is pad thai.
That's just Thai street food. Mr. Cool Guy, I know some words. Look at me. Okay,
No.
cool guy.
No, I actually have had pad thai. It's actually really good.
It's Chinese. It's Taiwanese street food. It's like lettuce and sprouts and with some little bits of fish and that hot spicy Thai shit wrapped up in a lettuce leaf. Yeah, it is good. It is nothing wrong. But go to Thailand to eat it. That's where you get it. But you get served by some 70-year-old man who's making it with his feet. Because his arms got blown off in the war or some shit.
And
What's this dial in the? I got a full screen so I can see this. What's this dial in the middle of this like dashboard thing? Or is that? Oh, that's a hydraulic something. Whether it's connected to something. Never mind. I thought it was.
I think that's for the wipers.
Would,
Oh, is
would,
that the wipers? Right
This
above the
one there?
in-op? No, right above that. No,
Right.
that's a compass. I know that. It's
Right above where it says INOP, and it's like
that
the
right
heading
there where your
compass.
cursor is right there. What is that?
I don't think that's anything, but I think it's supposed to be for like
Oh,
part
it's
of,
for
like,
the
the
windshield
wipers.
wiper. It does work.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I couldn't figure out
if,
what it was.
if you come in here close enough, you can read that.
That's cool.
Caution: do not operate wiper on dry glass,
Dry glass.
which I am now doing at the moment.
Right. that's a, see now it's a dumb little feature because rain in FSX whatever, but it's cool. The amount of detail on this thing is massive.
It's hard to believe they did this for free.
You know what's funny? You'd be amazed at the stuff that people do for free. Some of the X-Plane stuff is just really, 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 really good. Like the Zebo mod for the 737, it's almost as good as the PMDG 737. And for the $100 price savings that you get, it's absolutely better.
That 737 that Dog Zig and I fly, it's not a bad plane. I wish I could figure out how to fly use the FMC better, but
It's crap. I saw that. You want to fly a 737, fly an X-Plane and get the Zebo.
that means I have to buy X-Plane.
Okay, well, it'll be on sale soon. Speaking of which, Moondog knows I was talking to a guy the other day on my stream. You might have seen, I put up a link over in our Discord, my Discord channel, for a bush plane simulator. Oh yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I saw that I think you posted it on Facebook too, or
Yeah, I put it on Facebook because it's going to be fantastic. And this is a real thing. It isn't just it's not one guy, it's a company. They're based out of England, and they premiered their concept in the first bit of like really early gameplay footage they had at RAF Cosford at FlightCon 2017. And
That's actually fairly big. I know that because
Yeah.
I've heard of other streamers that have gone to that.
Yep.
And it's huge.
that's the one that was in New York last year, isn't it?
And they did it near me one year. I know that. They did it down at Bradley at the Warbirds Museum near me one year. Of course, I didn't go because I can't be arsed, but I know they did it. I think it was in Vegas one year. I mean, it's a big deal, people think flight sim's niche or whatever, and it is, but the people who do it are pretty committed to it.
Right.
So I'm really looking forward to this bush plane.
Who knows, BP? Maybe you can get a free key for it if you stream it.
Maybe, trust that those conversations have already taken place, Drake.
I had no idea. I was just putting it out there.
Yeah, those conversations have already taken place. Well, that's how, because he came on Saturday when we were flying, and I'm just because I found a new sort of favorite plane. I got a Cessna C-185, big old Tundra tires on it. But, it's a bush plane, and so I was just hand flying the whole way. They flew across the ocean. Me and Andrew were hugging and Moondog were hugging the coast, and I was just every time we found someplace cool to land, I was landing.
Oh yeah, we just put it down.
Yeah. So he saw that, and he came in and we started talking, and then he messaged me on Twitch, which I never check, and I just happened to see it. And he was like, he says, we're really looking to reach out to the community. Would you be interested in giving us your feedback on our, project? Yes, I would. Because finally somebody approaches me about a game that I'm actually interested in.
Yeah.
So.
How come we never get lucky like that?
Well, we've had a few people bounce through that are bigger on the totem pole than we are. Was it Chili Willy that stopped through?
Yeah, Chili Willy's.
And then we've had a few stop in and just hang out and take off, but we aren't we aren't Joe Schmo hiding in the basement who doesn't know anything. We actually have an idea of what we're doing.
Yeah, I hang out on the main
whatever
floor.
we're doing. Yeah.
Zig's hanging out in the basement a lot.
Yeah, but you've seen pictures of his basement. It's not like.
Oh, listen, if my basement looked like that, I'd never leave. I hardly ever leave now. Mine doesn't look anything like that. So.
I mean, it's got nice flooring and drywall painted. It looks really nice.
I mean, my basement's got walls and, most of the floor. And it's got some ceiling here and there.
It's got walls? Really?
It's warm. And it's, it's lit and everything. So hey, it's got,
a whole lot better than mine.
It's got 7 plugs for my computer and my monitor and all my shit. That's really all it needs. So
I've got sandstone. So on top of the sandstone, I also have sand, water, mud.
Oh yeah, see, I don't have any of that. Mine's completely dry, thank God.
I get enough of a downpour. It's not.
Yeah, see, this one, the only time I get water in here is through the bulkhead. If it really rains hard, or if I don't take the snow off it and it melts through it, and if the washing machine goes insane. Those are the only times we get water down here. Boom.
Which we have heard on different occasions.
Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of over with now. I got a new washer and dryer, so the old one.
Right.
Together with duct tape anymore. Because the fucking dryer was just because the washer wasn't spinning the clothes out enough, and I'm putting them in the dryer really wet, and it just rotted out, rusted out the drum.
Yeah.
The bearing, the thing on the front that holds it all together was all gone. So, yep. You don't even hear my shit now.
No, I haven't heard it in ages. Actually, my dryer started to squeak, and my wife's like, "Well, if I go down and help, can I help you? Can we?" Because it just all of a sudden started squeaking. I go, "Yeah." I start taking it apart. She goes, "That's all that there is to that?" I'm like,
"That's it."
Yeah.
Very simple. Taking a dryer apart is really easy. Yeah, because I changed the belt in that one because I thought it was a belt originally, and it wasn't. It was fiddly because I'm pretty mechanical, but this is trying to get. It's not so much getting the belt on; it's getting it on the idler pulley on the bottom. There's not a lot of room to put your hand in there, so
yeah,
it was fiddly. But I wouldn't have called it complex by any means.
Is that the airport Moondog?
No, that's not it. That's LEMO.
Oh.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Getting close.
I gotta be
50 out
I'm hungry.
from the MRN VOR.
Yeah.
My Airbus, I'll catch up pretty quick.
Yeah. Don't run us over when you get there. No, when I was dealing with the dryer, it was the plastic wheels on the bearing on this axle, and it needed WD-40, and I sprayed it down. But on top of it, it's a gas dryer, so it's like you gotta wait for it to dry enough so that the fumes don't go boom. So.
How fast are those playing? Well, how fast are you going right now?
145.
Okay.
Just about. Yeah. Where am I at? 144, 145.
Okay. I'm starting my descent right now anyways.
Altitude's 45. I've been on approach for like ages.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking to ATC. I just plugged in.
So I
FSX.
think about a week or so ago, I was looking at stuff on YouTube, and a streamer we all know, or a guy that we all know that makes videos, and he's huge, did an FSX LA to Vegas,
Yeah.
had over 1 million views.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, that was a good video for me. I enjoyed that. I want to thank everybody for watching.
Yep, I watched it 999,000 times.
First view on every video is me. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I've gone. Now, I mean, now that I'm not streaming to YouTube anymore, I can keep YouTube for what it was designed to be for. So, back to making videos. I don't know that I'm going to make them as frequently as I was making them because I stream every day. So, streaming is easier, like in the short term, and harder in the long term, because the more you do it, the more you sort of have to have all this chat stuff and overlays and, you know, stuff to draw people in and everything. And, you know, so that's a bit of work, but whatever. It's not any harder than making 6 videos in a day and then editing them all and rendering them. It's not any harder.
Hey Zig, your stream froze. Is it on my end?
Sure.
Hit refresh on your end first.
Yep, it's on my end. For some reason, it just decided to freeze. Zig's got his bikini girl.
Yeah, it's not. It's never a good flight if I don't fly with the red bikini on.
Moondog just has. Is that flap?
Yep, flaps. Because I am not making it the red bikini.
I mean, I fly with Maryland.
I'm not making it Maryland, and I'm not making it the dog. And I've looked at changing that and make it at one of my own, but
No, Maryland's my good luck charm.
half a step too much.
Why don't you just put it on the dog one? You know, Moondog.
Well, I thought about it, but that dog just looks no.
What the hell are you talking about?
You can
Picture.
You can change the picture. There's a little pin-up picture.
Oh, all right.
There's a picture of somebody of a chick in a red bikini. Then there's a picture of Marilyn Monroe. Then a picture of a dog. And then there's a thing telling you at what speed each of your flaps you can set your flaps to.
I see what you're getting at. Yeah, I'm looking. I got Zig's stream open too, so I can see.
My good luck charm is the red bikini, so I always put it on the red bikini picture.
Mine's Marilyn. I've always had a thing for Marilyn Monroe, even though she's dead and old enough to be my great grandmother.
By any chance, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just land the plane.
It's about time. Just land the plane.
Well, coming up to it. Approach is just ahead.
Your bot is spamming the crap out of your chat, Zig.
Oh, shit.
Well, it does it. Because there's no other chat to break it up.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about 10 away.
You had
from
Nightbot on there?
No, I use the Restream chat bot, but I don't particularly like it.
You'd have a BP issue where Nightbot's trying to kill.
Oh, that's the best. When those two would go at it. Now I've gotten rid of all that. Now I just use Stream Elements for everything. But when those two would go at it, was the best. They try to like time each other out and stuff. But Stream Elements, you know, finally got kind of their act together and got everything in one place, and it'll do everything. So I'm like, perfect. I don't have to have 6 different bots and 7 different accounts for things, and does everything right there. Tips, from tips, subscriptions, you get your own page, everything's right there. You can watch the stream from that page. You can tip me, you can cheer me, you can check your points, you can play games, everything right from there. So it's perfect.
Don't they even have OBS built into that now?
Yeah, they do. I haven't tried it yet because me and OBS, we're sort of getting along right now, and I don't want to mess with it. But they do have it's called Slob Streamlab OBS. So, and I may give it a go to see what it's like. Because one thing cool about that is you can build your overlays right in OBS. You don't have to do it externally anymore. So, and now that I'm, using overlays for all the games.
Is Stream Elements and Streamlabs the same thing?
They are the same thing. Streamlabs became they sort of absorbed into each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I type in, to open up Streamlabs when I'm streaming, it still comes up as Streamlabs.
Yeah. But it is Stream Elements. Like if you just Google Stream Elements, and you can import whatever you already have into Stream Element.
But I mean, hell, if I don't have to have 9 tabs open.
So, like, say you have points, like I do, right? And I had points on, say, Moobot or whatever, right? Which I didn't, but say I did. I could import my points and all the stats for that, all the leaderboards and everything into Stream Elements. And then Stream Elements would just take over from there. So it's really cool. You don't lose anything if you switch. I don't use Restream. The only thing I use, because I'm only streaming to Twitch now. I use Restream still for the chat, because it's the only chat app that will show up above above whatever game you're playing. And because I don't have a second monitor yet, I need that. But as soon as I get a second monitor, I'll be all done with Restream.
I see somebody.
It's done. It's done me well.
Yeah. It's me. I'm off to the right a little bit. I'm coming back, lining up on it.
Okay, I'm coming in and trying to slow down as much as possible.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing, man?
I'm alright. I'm just really exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Where is it?
We spent this evening writing the obituary.
All right. Runway in sight.
What are we on? Are we on 27? Is that where we're landing? Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna make it, Draco?
As soon as you guys land, I'm heading off to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
Ouch.
Just occurs to me, I've had your guys', I've been sitting here trying to figure out why I can't hear the planes, and then I realized because I have the streams muted, so that way I don't have the echo.
Right.
What the fuck's going on? How come I can't hear the damn planes?
Yeah. Duh. I've done that with BP stuff or your stuff. If I'm watching it, it's like, and then you're in Discord. It's like, he goes, "Does that sound okay?" I can't hear shit. Oh, that's why. Yeah, muted.
But then there's been times I've watched Moondog's stuff, and it's not been muted, and I still haven't heard a damn thing.
That's because it's muted on the other end.
And I can laugh and joke about that all I want, because I've done it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before landing, checklist.
Although technically it wasn't my fault. Damn Windows screwed with OBS and told OBS to
Control.
ignore my
IRP,
headset.
Cow flaps. Set trail. Fuel pumps.
It's my
Both on.
little
Landing
high.
lights. Checked on.
All right, Zig, I'm riding with you on the way in here. So
Oh boy.
I'm with you, Moondog.
to be proud.
That's all right. Well,
Flap slaps set in 1/4. Landing gear. Gears going down. Gear down. Green light down. Green light. Tail wheel. Locked. Landing checklist complete.
Alright, turning final.
it down. It was a 102, it says.
Very good.
Right down the center line.
Was this a VA flight you guys are doing?
Nope, just something
No.
I pulled out of the hat. No.
You just spoiled it for me. I wanted to see how your landing went. You told me.
I did my first couple FS economy flights the other night, and the first one was, pretty good. The second one was from a tiny little pavement strip to a even smaller dirt strip. And I'm like, I'm staying in Idaho. I don't care. This is fantastic.
Before I started, doing the VA with Millennium, and before I bought Air Hauler, I tried to do that FS economy. I could not get it to work for me.
I didn't. It took me a little while. It's not the easiest. It's not the most intuitive thing to figure out. But once you get it, it's really cool. Like, I'm nowhere nearby my own airfield or my own FBO or anything. I've only done a couple flights, but it's cool that, it's kind of like, obviously you can only rent or buy planes that you own in real life.
Right.
So luckily I have quite a few planes, and I can switch back and forth between X-Plane because there's a plug-in for X-Plane, right, or FSX. So I flew the Cessna 185 in my first two flights. But if I want to make some money, I got to do longer ones. But the problem is, like, land on a dirt strip, middle of nowhere places. So they don't pay much, but it's fun.
That's the one thing I kind of liked about Air Hauler, is that you could fly down the, and I swear to you, I'm not being racist or inappropriate, but you could fly down to Mexico and pick up a load of narcotics and fly them back to a dirt strip out in the middle of, like, Arizona or Texas.
Really? That was in Air Hauler? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was supposed to be narcotics, like medical narcotics.
No, they just said narcotics. They don't say what kind.
I know. But I've picked them up in the U.S. and flown them to somewhere else in the U.S. too. So I'm assuming it's actually.
Surprised they weren't doing like when they spray the stuff. When we fly down to Colombia and we spray all the coca plants to kill them. There's some interesting stuff in FS economy too, because you can pretty much, if you own your own FBO, you can make up your own loads, like passengers or cargo or whatever, assuming you have the space on you, and you can buy the stuff. So there's some fairly interesting loads.
Or like you could load up, do like an entire plane load of cigarettes and fly them across state lines and deliver them someplace.
And then you get the mundane shit like DVD players and stuff like that.
And I think it would have been more entertaining to us had we been able to, like, build our own factories and actually had, because you could build your own factories, but you couldn't supply them with anything because nothing had anything that you need ever.
Zig, you might want to exit the runway.
And if you could make something, no place ever needed what you could make.
Break.
Yeah, you could do that in FS economy too. You can either you can own a non-flying business, so you could be a business that makes stuff or whatever, and then hire people to come and fly it out for you. Oh, Zig, when did you learn how to fly, Zig?
What do you mean? It's a prop plane. I can fly those.
Yeah.
It's the big planes that I don't get along with so well yet.
Wow, that was just, that was very good.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yep, nice landing there.
The planes that respond quickly, I'm okay with, but like the big ones, if I'm. Oh, come on, why is it not one to turn? Is my wheel locked?
It's all about speed.
It is. That's what it is.
It's all about speed, and because obviously you're landing this, at whatever knots where you're landing a big plane, twice or three times as fast. But once you can do it with a small plane, you can do it with a big plane. I mean, I can't overstate how that's how you do it. You know what I mean? And that was a very good landing. I'd fly with you, Zig. I mean, you're not so good at taxiing, but you know.
Well, the tail wheel was locked and it wouldn't turn. You have to unlock the tail wheel.
Oh yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
got her
just
down.
sort of learning. I'm learning all the tail dragger kind of secrets now.
The one secret that I learned with the tail draggers, and it took me a long time to figure it out, is if you're landing too fast with it and you can't get your tail down, raise your flaps all the way up. For some reason, that causes your tail to drop.
Well, right, because you just put a ton of drag on the plane. But the other thing is, with a small enough plane, you'll just take off again. If the one thing I've learned about tail draggers as well is that put the tail down gently and don't hammer the brakes, or pull the stick all the way back while you're doing it, because otherwise you're going to put the prop in the ground. I've done that a couple of times.
I'm all the way down by parking by the big building, white building there, Zig.
Yeah, I see you.
There's one at the tail dragger that's actually got 3 props, one on the nose and one on each wing. I'm wanting to say it's
in the direction I'm headed there, Moondog.
Want to say it's a
building to your left.
It's a German plane.
White buildings. There's a
I
Fiat.
can't remember the name. Well, there's the Fiat, but then there's a German plane also. I can't remember the name of it to save my life. That has 3 engines.
There's a Ford Liberty, I think is what it's called.
Wait,
or
3
something.
engines? Like a jet?
No, it's got 2 props on the wings and 1 on the nose.
Yeah, I know. It must be. Is it one of the old Fokkers, the old mail haulers, the pre-war
maybe
jobs? Yeah.
Yeah, it may have been like the pre-war Fokkers.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are all right.
You're headed the right way, Zig.
I am? Are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Don't worry about the taxi line, Zig. Just drive over the grass. It's all right.
Yeah, there's that one plane that we have not flown as a group yet. Was it called the AT-11 or something like that?
The AT-111.
AT-111.
It's the practice bomber for bomber pilots in
World War II.
Yeah. That's
It's
the
a
one
nice-
that we
It's a nice
dribbled all the
plane
way
to fly.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, you will dribble the damn thing down the runway though.
Bouncy, bouncy, bounce.
But it's a fun plane to fly.
Well, good job, boys.
So let's see. We've sent our well wishes to Dan, and Dan, while you're here, we've sent well wishes, to the family and everything. We've mentioned a Ronald McDonald's charity. We've done our usual stuff. We had an intro. We just need an exit.
All right.
So
you
Me?
have fun with that.
I did the intro.
I'm taking the night off from that.
You're taking the night off. All right. Well, we want to thank those that have stopped in and hung out in chat. That being BP, Draco, Andrew, and Dan, who stopped in. Don't forget to check out any of the Monkey Show guys. A lot of streamers, videos, and a lot of different games. You'll get some kind of information from all the videos, whether it's useful or not.
Or even correct.
There's possibility of incorrect also. Although if you're fishing, there is a guy that's doing a good job fishing. We will be back on Saturday night for sure for more flying. Don't forget Saturday afternoon, the Monkey Show Global World Extravaganza for the Ronald McDonald House. And who knows, there may be more information about other interesting flight stuff along the line there. Sunday farming on the BPG community farm, and we may do a surprise during the rest of the week. So everyone have a nice night. Thanks for stopping in. Likes, shares, and notifications and all those things. And I will make sure that the Moondog credits is working correctly by the next time I'm on.
Oh, you better.
I know. Someone wants their points.
Subscribe to Draco 411.
Yes, don't forget to subscribe to Draco 411, Zigzaggy, and Bipolar Prophet 2 on
Here comes a
Twitch.
world travel plane just driving right through you, Moondog.
Well, that's not me. That's actually Zig that he drove through.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just got mounted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
What a way to end it.
Yep.
I think Andrew just mounted you.
Here, hold on.
No. Say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.